So when I asked in a previous video what engine I should make, there was this very kind YouTuber named Lego Tech who asked me to build a locomotive. And if you saw my previous video, I went with number 2. Now without further ado, I will show him right. Ow! What the? Got him. Cole, buddy, are you alright?
Yeah.
Well, who did this to you? Scott, was that you? Oh, Noah, why would you think it was me, lad? Was it you, Ben? Dude, I'm not even on the right line. How would that even be me? If we follow the tracks, then it was... Derek. Was that you? No. Are you lying to me? No. That's it, get over here. What are you doing? Oh. Where? Oh, come on, Angel. I don't want to go in the box, please. No. What? Actually, I have a better punishment for you. No! The one thing everyone hates. Angel, please. No! No! In all seriousness, are you okay, Cole? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take you away, okay? Yeah. Well, after that, we get to meet our newest crew. Who was interrupted by someone? Here he comes. This is RR, or Ruben, as he likes to be called. Ruben is based off this locomotive, which is a Ruxton locomotive. I don't know what their basis is because it didn't show me, and I tried so hard, but I could not find it. So leave it in the comments to see what this engine is really based off. So yeah, this is Ruben. Like I said in the last video, he is a shunter, just like Ben. Not only did I bring Ben because these two are shunters, but because they're both the same height. Thanks, Ben, for joining us, but I think that's all for you. So first, I was going to call this guy Ruston, because their bases, as I said before, are named Ruston. But I thought he would be like his bases, and I didn't like that. So I decided to call him Ruxton. But I honestly didn't like it because it seemed too forced and too mean. But this guy is actually supposed to be calm and kind of chill, kind of like Fred and Dennis. This guy, the front hasn't changed that much, but the back has. If I get my camera just right, we should be able to see what I did in the past. First, it was with a plate and with a 4x4 on its side. And then it also had the little hinge right there. But when I put it back on, you can see that it was pretty stiff. Also, you can see that it had a huge gap in there, which indicates that it was really stiff. And I did not approve of that. So like I said, I really despise the fact that I actually had it so stiff and it was so bleh. And I actually changed it to this because I thought it was more simpler and it just looked nicer. So Ruben's engine is actually very removable because it's just held in with a few studs, as shown right there. He's kind of hollow, but he's just a rectangle with a face, really. If I can get Ruben to go back in place. There we go. Now his cab is a little tricky to get off. And since I had to work with the space with the 2x2 on its side, it just wouldn't have to work, so it just had to work like that. Again, back to the cab. Yeah, not much to say. It's just pretty short. And it's kind of like Ben's. Also, what you might not know is that he actually has a steering wheel inside. I don't know why, I just thought at the time it would look necessary. In the previous video, I asked how you couple them up. It's with that little hook down there. So what I did was that I got my flatbed, added it like so. It kind of works like the old Tommy ones, but I think that just adds the charm. Also, there's a ball joint right there. So how it couples up is, if I were to get my trucks, I would actually have to get the truck right here, take him off, because it has that hinge right there, and it just couples up like so. And with this truck, I put him in the back with the magnets, and that kind of helps. It kind of pulls 4 trucks, but the only downside is I didn't have many ball joints, so at this time of recording, Ruben is potentially the strongest engine because he is the one who has 4 trucks. Hey, but I'm supposed to be the strongest. I know, but I mean, there was no other way. Like I said, I didn't have many ball joints, so that's what I have to work with. I like to think that he uses his trucks for maintenance because like him, and like many of my engines, they are all prototypes. So I like to think that the engine had to be a little big for him because his original engine and his original design was like really bad, so that's why they had to make him better, because he was the prototype that kind of kicked it off. So yeah, this is Ruben. This video was recommended by Lego Tech. I highly recommend him. He's a way better Lego builder than I'll ever be. So yeah, thanks Lego Tech. So my biggest plan is to get better coupling rods for Scott, and to use his original wheels for a school's class kind of wheel configuration, the driving wheels. Because I kind of like how it goes like one rod, and then the other one is kind of like this, and it kind of works together. Kind of like Rosie's. That's actually one of them. Actually, yeah, I'll just make someone like Rosie. That's a future video. Ooh. So yes, thank you again, Lego Tech. Also, at the time of recording, during this whole thing, I haven't had much motivation to build, because at the time when I was able to come back home and build, that's what I would do. But since now I'm home most of the time, I just lost everything. And with everything going with Thomas, I wasn't happy. Thank you so much, Lego Tech. I'll put his channel in the description below. Thank you so much, and goodbye.